Hey, what up, besties? I'm back with another video. This is Vlogmas number 19, besties. Yeah, make sure to give me a big thumbs up, besties, because this is hard work. Like, literally, I just want to, like, get the cuchillo and, like, I'm just kidding. So, besties, we are going to go straight into the video. I don't want to make it too long tampoco, besties, because I've been uploading every day. Y yo sé que ustedes se cansan de estarme escuchando y viendo, o sea, yo entiendo. So, bueno, besties, vamos a cortar el pico, and mientras hacemos todo esto, I'm gonna start telling y'all a story of when I came out, or how I came out, besties. A lo mejor esto les puede ayudar a muchos de ustedes, so y'all can like decide to come out. I mean, it's the best of the world. Te ayuda muchas cosas. Like literally, when I was in the closet, yo, besties, I went through depression, I went through anxiety, I went through a lot of bullshit. Like honestly, it was the worst, besties. Like honestly, fue algo horrible, horrendo que yo tuve que vivir. So yeah, besties, ahorita lo que estoy haciendo, yeah, I'm just gonna get very dirty porque I have to cut off the skin porque, como les dije previamente, look at all that squirt. The skin got stuck in my throat and I literally had to go to the hospital. So it literally got stuck like right here. So tuve que ir al pinche hospital, literally for that. So it sounds stupid, but it happened. It happened to me. So now I'm very scared of the skin, and I just have to take it off. So bueno, yo, besties, una noche, I remember the time I got like hardcore anxiety, like when I got like a literal panic attack, was when I felt like mi brother no me pudo haber traído un peco más aguado que él. Se está partiendo el peco. Like mi brother, no es mi culpa que estás todo puñeta que no puedes comer skin. So I was in the room, besties. I know, estaba horriblemente mal. I don't know how to do it to blind it out. I had thoughts, bad thoughts. Valió madre el pinche peco este. Brother, valió madre el peco. Este peco yo creo que lo tienen ahí desde el año pasado. Pero I had those thoughts, those bad thoughts in mind, and I literally almost committed. Honestly, besties. That's how hardcore I was living life. ¿Por qué? Porque I couldn't live my life the way everyone else was living life. I always felt like I was not, like yo no pertenecía en este mundo. I always felt horrible, besties, because I even felt bad because I wanted to make my dad feel good. I would see all my primos and todos mis cousins casándose, teniendo hijos y eso. And then I would see my primos having girlfriends y que girlfriends were the only, thing in their minds. And yet I was over here watching novelas, just because salía William Levy sin playera. I mean, so many things, besties, that happened during my closeted times. I'm pretty sure mine is a little bit basic, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure hay gente que les va peor. Pero thank God I have good, like super good parents, super supportive parents, because as y'all know, I do drag queen shows and ellos me apoyan. Y eso es lo que le cabe a las jotas, que mis parents me apoyan, porque a muchas jotas no los apoyan, like literally. And I'm not saying it in like a fucked up way, but it's the truth, besties. Like there's a lot of parents that don't support drag queens. They don't support any of that, like literally. So I'm so thankful and I'm so blessed to have the parents that I have. Pero, ama y apa, si están viendo este video, yo sé que les he dicho en persona, pero ¿por qué me hicieron sufrir tanto? Because, besties, when I came out to them, it was like a forceful moment, like literally. Porque I was in my room, I was bawling my eyes out, crying. I was crying, besties, like crazy. Yo no quería hacer nada. I was always in my room. Let me crush the smell, besties. Just smell that shit. Hot puffs. Flaming hot puffs. Estos hot puffs me hacen cagar bien rojo, besties. Like literally una vez me asusté porque I thought my stools were bloody. But then I remember, oh, me chingué la bolsa de hot puffs. So I was like, okay, I'm Gucci. Yeah. So I'm just gonna crush the fuck out of them. Si se echan a perder, pues ni modo. Así no pierdo la dieta. But how do I crush them? Besties, I was looking for Ziploc bags, pero no tenemos aquí en esta household. We don't have no fucking Ziploc bags. We don't got that shit. Nah, we did have them, besties, pero pues se acabó. So bueno, continuing, besties. Pues, you know, I was going through the worst. Like literally, me estaba muriendo en vida porque I couldn't be who I wanted to be. So then, lo que pasó, de que mi mom, it's always the moms that know everything. She was like, ya estuvo bueno que you're always crying and you're always in the room. Ven para acá. And I was like, oh shit. Like, even my tears went up like, se volvieron a solver porque, let me just put it down here, besties. I don't want to be making noise. But the microphone is really nice. It catches every single fucking noise. So, she just tells me, ven para acá. We need to talk to you. And I was like, oh, we're gonna have the talk. Like, we're gonna have the talk. Even if I don't wanna have that talk, we're gonna have that talk. So I was like, fuck it, shit. So my mom, she brings me out of the room. And I'm just like, literally like, aguantándome las lágrimas. And then I get to the room and my dad was there. And my dad was so chill about it. That's what I loved about that moment. That he was so chill. He didn't give a fuck. So he was like, ¿por qué vives llorando? And I'm like, no, es que tengo problemas. No. Problemas tenemos todos. ¿Por qué te la pasas llore y llore? Es que... And besties, I didn't even come out to... Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't even come out. They forced me to come out. Which was the best thing ever, obviously. So I was like, no, es que el trabajo me tiene bien estresado. No. Tú algo tienes y no quieres decirlo. And I was like, no, I was literally like, my eyes, you know that feeling when you want to cry and you have like a little bump right here and you can't cry, but you want to cry? Okay, I had that feeling. And then I had the feeling where my eyes just wanted to ball out. Like they just wanted to like, hacer squirt pinche tears. But I was holding it in because I'm a macho menos. Now I was holding it in, besties. And then my dad just tells me out of thin air, he's just like, we know you're gay and you can't come out. I was like, nah, no me desmayé ni nada, but then that's when the tsunami came. That's when my tears came out like crazy, like llori. And then I started bawling out more because my dad started telling me that he didn't give a fuck about what people thought about me. And he was not going to give a fuck about his friends or anything like that because I was on the verge of like, you know, losing my life, besties, honestly. Porque it was so hard. Like, I could just like, I would see everyone so happy and then me, I would try to fake like I was happy, but I was never happy. I don't know that feeling. I don't know how to say, or I don't know how to explain that feeling, pero it was always like, it was always tristeza, it was always like depression. The first time I experienced anxiety and I knew what anxiety was, or got introduced to anxiety, when my feet went numb. Like one time I was just sleeping and then out of the nowhere, I started feeling my feet tingling and I'm like, oh, se me durmió el pie. But then I looked back and I'm like, I didn't even sit on top of my foot. So my whole foot, my calf was like asleep. Like I thought I was losing my feet. And that's how hardcore my anxiety and my panic attack came along. Y pues estaba bien cabrón. Like literally bien cabrón. Y pues bueno, going back to that story, I was there in the room with them. Y mi mom comenzó a llorar. And she started telling me que ella me amaba y que she knew since day one, not day one, since I was a little kid, that I was gay. But she didn't want to say anything about it because she didn't want to like faltarme respeto. And I was like, me hubiera faltado el respeto. You know how many years of happiness you would have saved? But at that point, I was just like bawling my eyes out and they were just talking to me. Y mi papá me estaba hablando, which was so weird because my dad was so against everything. And besties, for all of y'all out there that y'all are closeted, if you're closeted and you can't come out, just know that people know that you're gay, that you're bisexual, that you're drag queen, that you want to become a trans. they know, besties, but they don't want to faltar el respeto because, you know, it's not their business. Because when I came out, I had a problem. My dad told me the first time when he was accepted, like he was accepting it, but he didn't want me to say it to people. And I was like, what's the whole point of coming out of the closet then if I'm not gonna be able to say it? You know, it's gonna be the same shit because I'm just gonna be gay at home. So he's like, I just don't want you to post it. I don't want you to tell people. As long as we know, it's good. And I was like, hold on right there, Mr. Joe. I was like, no, Papa, I gotta tell people because I want to be happy. I want to be free because when you're in the closet, the meaning of being in the closet is that you're not free. You're just a society slave. And you just do whatever they tell you to do and you can't be yourself and you know, so many things. So I was like, okay, está bueno, no le voy a decir a nadie ni que eso que el otro. So then, pasa todo el día, they're just there caressing me and they're just there apapachándome and making me feel good, right? So my dad was like, okay, mijo, so go to sleep, tomorrow you go to work, and I used to work at a clinic. And I was like, okay, está bueno, sí, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I wake up, besties, and I go to my job, right? Pues I go and I'm just like going crazy. I'm like, do I really want to live this life? Do I really want to keep on being in the closet? Because coming out to your parents is not coming out of the closet. Coming out of the closet is you making it public and letting everyone know who you really are. So I was like, no, chingue su madre. I was like, no, yeah. It's been so many years. My parents accept me, which is the most important thing about coming out. My parents accepting me. So I was like, fuck that shit. I'm coming out. So I just posted on Facebook, besties. I went crazy. I posted a picture of me. And then I posted I think it was a pride flag. I don't remember, besties. I'm talking about like years ago. So hice post I think it was a story, no, not a story, status saying that I was gay, que esto que lo otro, and I didn't care who accepted me. And then all my family, every single comment was my family, my primos, everyone. And you know what they would tell me, besties? They would tell me, ya sabíamos. We already knew. Ya sabíamos. We already knew. And we still love you. Y que eso que el otro. And I was like, I didn't even work that time. I remember I was just going crazy in my mind that I had so many years of pain for nothing because people already fucking knew. So dije yo, no mames. Like literally no mames. And I started crying again, but in my car. And I called in. I remember I called in and I called the clinic manager and I'm like, you know what? I can't go in. I'm feeling sick. I got a stomach ache. You know, so okay. Me fui para the house. And then my dad was pissed because I had posted it on Facebook. And then he didn't accept it for like a whole day or two. After the second day, he was just over it. He was like, no, mijo, you know what? You're right. You gotta live your life. And, you know, us hiding you from the world is not gonna make it any better. So that's how I came out, besties. Así salió esta perrucha. So, okay, besties. Ya los quebré todos los hot puffs. It took me a good minute. But they're all broken now. So now I'm just gonna put the pickle. Well, lo que quedó de los circles, según, porque I wanted perfect circles, pero pues no se pudo. I'm just gonna put them all in there, besties. All in there. Todos bien ricos, bien sabrosos. My mouth is fucking watering as we do this, porque the smell of it, like the smell of the crushed hot puffs, and then the smell of the pickle, it's out of this world. Uno para probar a que sabe el pickle. Even though que estaba más aguado que mi culo, it's still good. So I saw this on TikTok, besties. Así le hacen. Menean todo, and then they get it all in there. Besties! This looks hella good. Pinche pico cagó el palo. Besties, miren. Vamos a comernos. Vamos a comernos. Esto, a ver, este. Mmm. Mmm. Llegó la comida y valió madre el cuento. A ver, ¿qué hay por aquí? Ah, thumbnail, fuck. No. Okay, so besties. So yeah, if you're closeted and you can't come out and you're just literally scared, don't be. Because people are gonna tell you, oh, I already knew. So no se desgasten la vida nomás así. Be who you wanna be. I know. Bestie. But yeah, that's my coming out story. Whew. Oh, and then besties, we went to South Padre Island, and then we were having the time of our lives. Okay, llegamos tarde a Pride, because supposedly we were gonna go to Pride. Y nada, llegamos tarde because I didn't know anything about Pride, a qué horas empezaba ni nada. So literally, we got there late. But I remember it was my cousin, my best friend, my brother, other people that I no longer talk to, but they were there for me. And I was wearing my little Pride shirt, my Pride lanyard, and I was just going full on game. I was like, vámonos. So we went, and then we found out that it was closed. Que ya se había acabado Pride at the beach, something like that. And then my friends were like, you just came out. We need to go somewhere. So we ended up at a gay bar. And then, besties, at that gay bar, todo menso yo. Me acuerdo que they were hitting on me. Y yo me acuerdo que I was all stupid. Like, I thought I was still in the closet. So ni le hacía preguntas, and I was like, and I felt weird. Besties, at first you do feel weird when you first come out. When guys start hitting on you, you feel so fucking weird because for years you don't let that happen. So I would feel weird. Y todavía it took me like a whole year to fully accept like guys hitting on me and not feeling weird about it. So yeah, that was my coming out story. Con un poquito de sazón de hot puff. Ahorita I'm gonna get some to Sus. See what he thinks about it. Oh, he doesn't like pickle. Sus, ¿quieres probar el pepino con el de este? ¿O te gusta el pepino, verdad que no? Ay, entonces no eres gay. So bueno, besties, I'm just gonna finish up eating these right here. I'm gonna start editing the video, of course, so I can have it by later on today. Porque after 6, I'm gonna be busy. Último chunk. Okay, besties, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Besties, I got my social media right here for y'all besties. Y'all make sure to follow the Instagram and the TikTok. As soon as this video starts finishing, there's a little pop-up square that comes out with my next video. I would appreciate it if you watch my next video. So, we out. Never look back. Always look forward. Bye. Bye, besties.